Here we are again. Here we are again. Camera view, cameraman. Here we got Matrixxx. That's with a triple X.
Yeah. The
Great is back in the building for the second time, man. Well, it's been a couple months now since I last seen you.
Yeah, man.
Our last interview, right?
Yeah.
So how things been going?
Staying busy. A lot of stuff going on, man. You know, the world is so cold, man.
All right, yeah, man, yeah, man. So any changes, any updates, any what's new, man? Got a channel, whatnot you want to shout out for us, so they can go ahead and catch it at the beginning.
The YouTube channel, Breaking Down Walls, Walking Through Mirrors, Just to Touch Your Soul, and that's the same name for the Facebook. You know. All
right. So let's get into some topics here.
All right.
So I wanted to ask you about the Black Lives Matter movement. Let's start out there.
Okay.
Now, as far as the Black Lives Matter movement, what's your ideas on the Black Lives? Like, do you agree with them? Is it something that you see foreseeing as making a change, which is as far as black people or as far as the community itself? Like, tell me your outlook on Black Lives Matter.
Nah, I don't really deal with it, man. I don't think it's no good. You know, you need a reform on people. You know, you can't just come up with no group that has like a right pretense or a right premise and expect that to change the whole community. I think that movement is like solely based when black people are under attack from somebody other than another black person. But we're not really dealing with issues that's going on within the community. That's the way I see it. And for us to get better, we have to deal with those issues. Cause I mean, when a cop is shooting a so-called innocent black man, that's like far and few in between. But we killing each other every day of the week, you know. So those are the issues we have to address. The destruction of the black household, those are the issues we have to address. Why the black men and black women hate each other, those are the issues we gotta address, you know. So and then to go a little bit deeper, it's just like exploitation, right? So these groups come about because they know the mindset of their people, and all you have to do is come up with something that pertains to skin color, and then you just instantly got people, you know. They don't look no further into it. And it's just like, you know, we had civil rights. Civil rights was starting to change things a little bit. And then it was like, as soon as Martin Luther King was out of here, it was over, you know. And we've been asleep for the last, 60, 70 years. And you get people who's coming out here and there that's so-called trying to do something, but we're not tackling the real issues. You know, just like nowadays, you're always hearing about white supremacy and white this and white that, but it's the stuff that we got going on as individuals and as a community as a whole that's really setting us back, you know. We are the system, and until you deal with that, you're never gonna get better. You know, that's just like individual psychology. It's about what's going on inside of you, and that in turn goes outside of you. You know what I'm saying? But we have too much focus like on external things. It's just like we could move to another country. There could be no white people in America, and we would still have the same issues. You know, so we have to get realistic about what's happening.
All right, now another question here. Now, would you say that we were better, let's say, or better as this, what time in America would you say you would like to go back to, you would like to refer to as far as us trending back to as black people?
Man, I think the old days, man. I mean, I would say they could be like the 30s or 40s, man. People seem like they was together back then, and maybe it was because of the circumstances, but after the household got broke down, it was just chaos from then on, you know.
All right, explain to me household getting broke down. What exactly broke down the household, And first, explain to me what is household broke down and what exactly broke down a household from your perspective.
Well, the broke down household is just the deterioration of the nuclear family. You know, that's all the single parent stuff that you see going on. That's what it culminates to. So it started, to my knowledge, when they came up with a welfare state, and when you gave the woman the incentive money to basically procreate, get a check, but then don't keep the man around. That's what started it, you know. And then
now with that, was that more of a choice, or was that more of a something they had to do?
You can say it's a choice, but this, I call it the machine, right? So the machine sets things up to where you feel as if you got a choice, but you really don't have a choice, you know, based on what's happening out here in society. So along with the welfare state, you start having these different groups to where they're telling women that they done been oppressed, men are toxic, they're no good, you could be a man too, all these different things. You get what I'm saying? So what that does is it's going to distort reality. You get what I'm saying? Even though you live one way for thousands of years, when you start being introduced to this new thing, and then what they'll do, they'll focus on certain aspects to where, oh, men are stepping out, you know, they got an outside family, all those different things, and before you know it, the woman has lost confidence in the man, and then there you go, and here comes, you know, Mr. Government.
So,
and it especially hit us because you're not gonna get too far in life without a solid household. You get what I'm saying? Because that's gonna give you a character, give you values, and all that good stuff. But once the household gets broke down, it just is hell on earth after them.
So as far as the breaking down of the household, is there any way that we could reverse that as far as people to a household that's more together?
Well, bro, I'm gonna be brutally honest on this one. At this point in time, no. You know, because the seed of hate has been so strong to a degree that you know, it's really no coming back. And a lot of people probably disagree with that, just to be optimistic, but it's just not. Because you got to look at, black people have, like, our existence has become based off of a subculture, which is basically like the hip-hop culture. You get what I'm saying? And that doesn't promote family at all. So that is what we're drawing from. You get what I'm saying? That's the examples we got. And there's no reform of the heart. The only thing that's going to bring you back is if we would turn back toward God. But that's not in the picture. Like, people they don't respect God. They don't believe in God. They into all these different things because they feel like that's being woke, or it's my truth. But when you really look out into society and see what's happening, it's not getting people anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way you can turn it around. But that's not what's being promoted. So you have in the culture, the men have been broken, right? All the men want to do is sleep with the women. They don't offer no structure. Like, one thing as a man, you're supposed to be able to guide the woman. Now, with that being said, you can't save every woman. You get what I'm saying? But if you are right yourself, you're going to at least try to offer some type of positive direction or try to instill good values, you know? But what you see most men doing nowadays is just capitalizing on a woman, you know?
So,
meaning that they know a woman